Hola amigos! During our last lesson, we talked about definite articles. So we learned how to say the in Spanish. The car, the bicycle, the students. Today, we are going to learn indefinite articles so we can say a car or an apple. Welcome to Teacher Catalina, my channel, where you learn Spanish from a native speaker, a certified Spanish teacher with more than 16 years of teaching experience. Like we talked at the beginning of this video, today's focus is going to be on indefinite articles. So you're going to be able to say a, and some. An apple, a car, some cars. Those are the indefinite articles in English. Our goal is to be able to use them in Spanish. So let's get right into it. Let's pop up our chart here. Indefinite articles are going to be based on the same things that definite articles were based on. It's going to be based on the gender of the noun, which do remember, it doesn't change, and also how many of the things, how many objects are we talking about? So make sure that you remember we're going to have a masculine singular, feminine singular, masculine plural, and feminine plural. What is the difference between definite articles and indefinite articles? Well, definite articles we talked about in our last video that talks about very definite, specific things. In English is the book, the books, the car, the cars. We also talked about ice cream, the chocolate ice cream. Now, for indefinite articles, we are not talking about specific things. Basically, we're talking about things in general. We don't care if it's a chocolate ice cream. We don't care if it's a red car. It could be an ice cream or it could be a car. We could also say some ice creams and some cars. So, in English, the indefinite articles are a, an, and some. An apple, a car, some cars. Again, when we're talking about ice creams, it could be any ice cream. It doesn't have to be a chocolate ice cream. Let's start with the same example that we use for our definite articles, the word carro. Carro, car. In this case, we want to say a car. So we know that carro is a masculine noun, and in this case, we're only talking about one. So it's singular. So we're going to say un carro. Un carro. A car. It could be any type of car, any model of car, or any color of car. Un carro. So the masculine singular indefinite article is un. Un. Now, let's talk about multiple cars. And in this case, we may want to say some cars. Some cars. We would say unos carros. Unos carros. And again, carros is masculine, but we have more than one, so it's plural. So we have to make sure that our indefinite article is masculine and plural. So we would say unos. Unos. Let's look at a feminine noun. Check this noun out. Manzana. Manzana. That's an apple. Any apple. Red apple, yellow apple, green apple, any kind of apple. Manzana. So what we want to say is an apple. Manzana is singular and feminine, so we're going to say una. Una. Una manzana. Una manzana. Now let's pop in a couple more manzanas. And again, we made that noun plural by adding an S. Manzanas. Now we have to make sure that our indefinite article matches in gender, which we know manzanas are feminine, and we have more than one, so it will be plural. So our indefinite feminine plural article would be unas. Unas. Unas manzanas. Unas manzanas. So now, just like that, we filled out our entire chart on indefinite articles. So now you know all four indefinite articles. We have un, una, unos, and unas. Now remember, depending on the gender of the noun and how many we have, that's going to help us decide which one of these indefinite articles we're using. If we have one car, un carro. Carro is masculine and it's only one. If we have some cars, then it's going to be unos carros. Unos carros. Now remember, indefinite articles are not specific. Maybe I just want to say, I want a car. Quiero un carro. Quiero means I want. Quiero un carro. I did not tell you what kind of car. I did not tell you what color. I just want a car. Quiero un carro. Again, let's look at another example. How about empanada? By the way, do you know what an empanada is? Empanada are this typical little kind of snacks that we have in Hispanic countries. They're filled with meat or chicken or cheese. An empanada is a feminine noun. So if I want to say I want an empanada, I will say quiero, which remember, quiero means I want. Quiero una empanada. Quiero una empanada. Now, if I want more than one, some empanadas, I would say quiero unas empanadas. Quiero unas empanadas. So again, remember that the trick here is that the gender of your noun and how many, basically we're talking singular or plural, has to match with whatever article you're using. Whether you're using definite articles or whether you're using indefinite articles. Everything in Spanish has to match. So now that we know definite articles and indefinite articles, let's put them side by side so that you can see the difference and when to use which. The definite articles are the, and those are going to be in Spanish, el, la, los, and las. You're being specific. The indefinite articles in English are a, an, and some. And in Spanish, we have 4 of them too. Un, una, unos, and unas. And again, indefinite articles, they're not specific. You're talking about a bus or some buses, not anything specific. And that's it, amigos. Just like that, we learn indefinite articles. Now, you know how to determine if nouns are masculine or feminine, singular and plural. And also, you know when to use definite articles, el, la, los, and las, and when to use indefinite articles, un, una, unos, and unas. You are doing great in this Spanish learning journey, and you are starting to put all of this stuff together. So now you should be able to form sentences talking about things and describing other people as well. Muchas gracias. I hope that you learned a lot in this video. I have a lot of other Spanish videos to learn from right here in my channel and a lot of free handouts if you go to www.teachercatalina.com. Now, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that subscribe channel so we can continue learning Spanish together. If you learned from this video, hit that like button. And don't forget to click that notification bell. Thank you so much y nos vemos la próxima vez. See you next time. Adiós.